Hey fam, welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. So we're going to be doing our midweek news, comments, and reports. Just a quick check-in from our Saturday's usual news, comments, and reports. You guys continue to be safe. I'm hearing that the temperatures are supposed to be dropping tremendously. So if you can stay warm, stay warm. If you can stay indoors, stay indoors. We're gonna touch on that real quick before we actually jump right into the comments. You guys, if you are new here, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you would like to know when I upload, all you got to do is press the notification bell. And of course, if you've been here before, thank you for coming back. So some state of emergencies have been issued for this storm. All right, so state of emergency declared. The governors of Kentucky, North Carolina, Georgia, Oklahoma have declared state of emergency. Other states like Maryland have activated emergency response operations ahead of the storm, while others have opened warming shelters, which is a good thing. In Colorado, the Denver Coliseum, an indoor arena, has been converted into a warming center. On Thursday, U.S. President Joe Biden said his administration has contacted the governors of 26 affected states and that his federal government is prepared to offer help where needed. He also encouraged people to avoid traveling as the conditions worsen. Please take this storm extremely serious, Mr. Biden said. So you guys, stay warm, stay warm, stay warm, stay safe. Make sure you have the food in your home that you need. Like I said, medication, and supplies and everything that you need to be indoors. Prepare for possible power outages as well. The extra blankets, a way to keep yourself warm. And if you have the elderly family or disabled family, make sure you definitely check in on them if the storm have not reached you yet, or the extreme temperatures, because temperatures are going to drop tremendously. So let us know what your temperatures are supposed to be like, because I know a lot of people across the U.S. right now actually is going to see temperatures that they've never, felt before. So definitely check in and let us know what your temperature is going to be in the next upcoming days, actually starting today. So here is our temps. As you guys can see, we are dropping Saturday and Sunday. We're expecting rain actually in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and jump into the first comment of the video. So Kathy Riggs did come up here and share that I'm stocked up because my state of Illinois is under the winter storm warning until at least Saturday. I've noticed a lot of shelves in my Walmart was empty, but I figured everybody was stocking up for the storm and Christmas that is coming. Wishing everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Stay safe and stay warm. Follow God with your heart. You know what, Kathy? Thank you. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and plenty of blessings to you. And this is correct. What seems to happen is a lot of people wait until, their city or state actually goes under some type of emergency warning to hit the stores. Though if they know about the weather that's coming maybe a few days in advance or something like that, they wait to the last minute to hit up the stores, and guess what? The shelves are completely wiped out. Not only are the shelves completely wiped out, but there's a lot of panic buying going on. The stores are crowded, and then when you go looking for something, you most likely won't find it because somebody done stocked up on it last minute. So that's the great thing about stockpiling. You're already preparing for, natural disasters and events like this because it's already in your home. So you don't have to worry about going to the store unless you want to get a little something of this, a little something of that. But for the most part, you can stay out of the craziness, when it comes down to the state issuing some type of emergency. But definitely, yes, I have not been to the store here in New Jersey. I know that we're expecting freezing temperatures, and we're going to get rain. So I can expect us to have some icy roads. If people went to the store and wiped out the shelves, I have not seen that yet because I have not been to the store today, which is Thursday. But I'm going to check it out. Let me know if you guys are experiencing, those empty shelves now. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing that in the comments. I can honestly tell you guys, this is something that I didn't even think of. So Barbara D did go ahead and share. I had a trial run yesterday. My power went out for 3 hours in nice weather yesterday. It was out in our whole region. I have a couple of nice battery operated lanterns that I got out to get ready, and the D cell batteries I had were no good. They've been on the shelf several years, so I stocked up on those today, as well as buying several 3-gallon stackable water bottles at Walmart. The 5-gallon ones are too heavy to move, so heads up and test your equipment before you need it. Definitely, Barbara, thank you for sharing that. You guys, the batteries that you're saving on your shelves, make sure those batteries actually still work. I'm going to go ahead and check that out as well, because if I need to, pop these batteries in some flashlights, or like Barbara stated, the battery operated lanterns, and my batteries ain't working, then we're going to have a problem. Test all of your equipment down, to them batteries, because you need the batteries for your equipment. Well, some of your equipment at least. Definitely great job on stocking up on them stackable, water bottles as well. That's great. Keep doing what you have to do to stay prepared and stay ready. Test your equipment before it needs to be used. Highly, highly recommended. So when we talk about this medication shortage, for people who's actually still not taking it serious, someone did share over in central Vermont. They went to go pick up a script at a pharmacy. The girl behind the counter was talking to the manager about the children's Tylenol and when they would be getting more in, because people are giving her a hard time. I guess that's the employee. The manager said they were told to pull the tags off the shelf. None was coming anytime soon. And honestly, guys, the first shortage that I've seen with the medication was children's medication. When it comes down to the medication, the first shelves that were empty was the children's medication shelves. Someone did mention in the comments, looking into natural medication. So that's a great thing. If you want to go on Amazon, surf the web and look into how to make natural medications as a backup. That's great too. Or you can use natural medications and then use the regular medication for a backup. Definitely your choice. I'm going to continue to go ahead and still stock up on the medications, just because you never know. But natural remedies, they definitely come in hand, and it's more healthier for you as well. So thank you for sharing that. I believe I'm going to have that on screen very soon as well. Someone else did share that taking Tylenol plus cough syrup containing alcohol results in permanent liver damage. Yet these are the two things that doctors and parents keep giving their children for some reason. And then they wonder why liver cancer is so common. Gee, I wonder why. You can protect your liver, by the way, with licorice root herb. It contains a molecule known as glycyrrhizin that blocks the damage. I probably pronounced that wrong, but I wonder if that's true. We're going to do a quick fact check about this root herb that actually blocks that blocks the medication from damaging the liver. Let's do a quick fact check, guys. All right, so licorice root study shows that supplementing with licorice root may reduce signs of liver damage and inflammation in people with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So with licorice root, it decreases the amount that it inflames. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff on this licorice root. So if you have enough time to take it out, because there's so many studies and stuff that's shown. If you want to look more into it, just go to Google and type in licorice root. Help promote healthy liver. To help promote a healthy liver, definitely a whole bunch of stuff will pop up, and you can go ahead and definitely look into that. I will go ahead and look into more of that once I'm done, of course, with this video. All right, so someone else did share. I went to our local little hometown grocery store. I had 3 various packs of meat. Before I got to the register, the power went out. They told us all they were sorry. They told me just to set the meat down. Then I heard one of the employees tell everyone else in the store. I'd have thought with cell phones in everyone's hand, if you had cash or a check, they could have worked with you. But no, no power means they send everyone away. That is bizarre. So being that the power went out, even the customers were not even able to purchase their items. And it's very true. Plenty of times power went out in plenty of states. And if you had cash, you were able to still purchase your items that you had in your hand, most definitely. But this one here, that's crazy. Let us know if that happened to you before. Here's what someone had to say about that. So someone did mention, I think because people can't do basic math anymore and the prices aren't usually on the items, but maybe so in a small town store. I remember cashiers writing out on a pad of paper the cost and figuring tax on a calculator, which is so true because being that the prices on the shelves are incorrect, sometimes when you scan it on a register, the higher price would pop up. So in that case, yeah, they will probably just have to leave everything where it's at because without that device, then they cannot get the correct price. So in Southern California at the Habit Burger Grill, there's a notice posted. We're sorry for the inconvenience. Due to nationwide supply issues, we are currently experiencing outages of some of our food and beverage items. Thank you for understanding. So definitely we'll start to see more and more of these notices pass through our not only grocery stores, but maybe some of our favorite fast food chains, maybe our restaurants. While prices on their menus would go up, less items would still become available. All right, so listen to this. My husband bought a 40-pound box of chicken tenders from his coworker last week, much cheaper than local prices, around $1.50 a pound for non-GMO organic chicken tenders. I asked about the background. Seems the powers that's to be swooped into a farm in Georgia, pretty sure that was the state, and told them they had diseased chickens and required them to kill the lot. They also told surrounding chicken farmers they had to do the same. Those farmers felt stuck as no one tested their chickens and they were healthy. It was going to be a total loss for them. So these farmers are selling the meat at an extremely low price to whomever they can unload them to. But that's the issue because this person did state that they are not tested. What if they actually, had the bird flu? I'm not sure about this one. But to move on, it says, my husband's coworker went and got a load of cases to sell at work. We have grilled and fried some already. They are fine. I feel bad for these farmers with monetary losses like this. I can't help but wonder if this is a force shortage issue. We are in Indiana, so this happened in Indiana. Some of it, I believe, food shortages are forced. Most food shortages are forced. Just like the weather can be tampered with. I mean, anything can be tampered with. But as confirmed, plenty of people in the comments did confirm that the bird flu is definitely real. Though, even if it was created by the government and spread out there, it's definitely happening. It's still forced, but it's definitely still happening. Which means you just have to be very, very careful when buying certain things. 40 pounds of chicken for $1.50 a pound for non-GMO organic chicken tenders. That's really not bad depending on exactly, where you're located. Just drop it down in the comments below how many of you actually believe that food shortages are forced. All of this stuff is created. A lot of this stuff is forced. So I'm going to be number one and say a lot of everything that's happening right now is forced. So please do not be blinded, my people. Do not be blinded at all. Let's go on. We're going to actually start to wrap this up. So let's go on to the next. So someone did go ahead and respond. Sadly or angrily, the government goes overboard and requires dispatching all possible contaminated birds within a certain area where the bird flu has been detected. I agree. So they do have to actually kill off their whole flock. It's just in case attitude with no thought to the consequences, to the farmer's loss, or to the food chain. They will say they do not have the resources to test all the chickens on all the farms, so basically kill them all off. I believe that there's supposed to be some type of kits available, especially for farmers to go ahead and test their chickens. But like this person did go ahead and state, they're going to say they do not have the resources to test every single chicken, so kill them all off just in case they were all infected. But the bird flu is definitely something real that's actually happening. And there's a lot of chickens and stuff that is being killed off due to that. Like I said, whether it was something that was created, because a lot of diseases and stuff are created, right? It's not going to change the fact that it is happening, and it's going to create shortages and higher prices. So we still have to prepare no matter how and what's causing it. All right. And so many people ask me, well, are there any other stores than Walmart in your area? I'm telling them like, yeah, there's more stores in my area than Walmart. But Walmart is what fits in my budget. So Miss Summers went ahead and she shared over on IG her local giant supermarket store and then Walmart, the price comparison on this oil. The 48 ounce of Crisco oil, which is usually $6.98, over at Walmart, they had it on rollback for $4.98 versus the local giant supermarket, only 40 ounces, right? Shrinkflation, 40 ounces for $8.99. And I often tell people like, well, my local stores are actually more expensive than Walmart on most. I'm going to say most items, not all items, but on most items, my local supermarkets are more expensive than Walmart. And this is why I continue to make my Walmart trips. We do our weekly Walmart walkthroughs. Just because I'm noticing the price rising in Walmart, but while the prices are rising in Walmart on certain items, the prices are doubling in my local supermarkets. So definitely that's why I continue to go ahead and shop at Walmart. And I know some people will still have some backlash, when it comes down to Walmart, but it is what it is. That's the purpose of preparing and stockpiling and doing things, for you and your family. When I tell people to prepare and stockpile, you stockpile accordingly to your financial budget and what's going to fit you and your family needs. Definitely. So I want to thank you for sharing that. If any of you guys ever want to share any pictures or anything, you can always email me. You can always find me on Facebook. You can direct message me on Facebook. You can direct message me on Instagram as well. So it's not only the comment section that's open. All of the ways for you to find me is always in the description box down below. So if you want to reach me in the description box, it tells you how to. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to leave this exactly where it's at. Happy Thursday. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you all. We're going to see if we're going to have a video coming out on Christmas Eve for our Saturday news, comments, and reports. Most likely we still would because it be some juicy stuff going on in the comments around the world and in my messages, y'all. It definitely do. So make sure y'all stay tuned for Saturday's news, comments, and reports. Hopefully we can go ahead and get it out on Saturday, guys. Is that Christmas Eve? It's Christmas Eve. Yes, it is. Did this year fly or what? We are going into 2023. So we're going to continue to prepare for higher prices. They're saying that inflation it's supposed to reach its all-time high. They're also saying by the middle of 2023, we're going to be so deep in a recession, it's going to be hard to get us out, technically. So we'll see what happens. I'll still be here with y'all, showing y'all these prices. I'll be still here with y'all, God willing, showing y'all how much everything have increased and the shortages and what's available and what's not available. I'm still here with you guys, like I said, God willing. And hopefully you all are still here with me. So I want to thank you all for tuning in today's videos. Happy holidays and plenty of blessings to you all, especially throughout the holidays. Like I said, please do not forget to check in on your family and friends. The holidays is not always a happy time for everyone. So please remember that. Definitely, you guys, it's time to say it. If you want to just go ahead, stop doing what you're doing and say it with me. Or if you're doing something, just say it with me anyway. It's time to say, stay prepped, stay blessed, and stay safe. And I truly mean it. And most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. This is Shauna, and I'm checking out from Moments with Us. Until next time, peace.